So a couple of months ago, I was at work doing my job, giving out excellent customer service per me, and this girl walks up and she's telling me she's a speaker, but the way she's talking is very like, it's different. She's being very inappropriate with me. She's talking like this, and it just makes me uncomfortable. But I'm like, let me just try to do my job, whatever. And then as I'm trying to help her with the speaker, I don't know if you can hear the thing, but I was telling her we could look at reviews online. She bends down to point at something, and her bottom of her dress is cut, and I just see her entire fucking ass. Keep in mind, side note, I am gay. I am gay. Wrong tree in the wrong neighborhood. Wrong fucking area code. Like, no, thank you. And it kills me because this happens and I'm like, whatever, I tell my leadership and, whatever. Months later, around Christmas, guy comes to my job. You look familiar. And I'm thinking, oh, it's probably because I worked at 2 other locations in 3 years. No, OnlyFans. She put this shit on OnlyFans and I like freaked the fuck out because I'm like, oh my God. So I had to hunt it down. He comes back, gives me her @ I find the video, description of the video, uncensored version on my page for $4. The killer, her bio, minding my business. Girl, no you ain't, because look at where we are right now. Look at me. This potentially could be recognized in this video that makes me like a pervert for the rest of my life, and you don't even care. Here I am having a DoorDash straight ends and meet, and this girl's living in Miami, living her best life.
So let me just re-break this down to everybody that just witnessed this take place. This woman, who is a OF content creator, decided that she wanted to go into an establishment, a business, right? Where you got families, you got kids, all of this, right? And she wanted to wear this very, very, very short dress or whatever it was, right? And then magically, it might have had a cut directly in it so that you can see specifically what was there. If he was able to see her butt, I'm pretty sure the way that he's looking, he saw some other things that was there. This is clearly why this man was clutching his pearls. He was like, oh my Lord, what is even going on? He was baffled. He was confused. He didn't know what in the world was going on. Again, this is a gay male. He clearly stated that. He clearly stated he is playing for the exact same team. He is not playing for the opposite team at all. He said that he is a cherry tree that was planted next to some sequoias in a forest full of sequoias. Not even supposed to be there. And I'm just trying to understand, how is it possible that women can do stuff like this? I need women out there to make me understand, because again, you're listening to a guy explain this. This is a gay man explaining what a heterosexual woman did. And how is it possible that women out here are not saying anything? Because by all, sense of what took place, this is a type of assault. Because let's reverse the roles. Let's say if it was a man with a cutout in his pants and you just saw him swinging, when he decided he wanted to posterize you at your job, guess what? You're going to sit up there and say that you got SA'd, right? That's what's going to happen. And then bandwagons of women from out of God knows where are going to roll up and be like, oh, we need some E2 movement. We need to dox. We need to do this. We need to that. Right? They're going to be saying all of that stuff. And you're going to have fields of women that are going to be like, yo, something needs to be done. Magically, I promise you, probably overnight, some laws are going to get passed. But when you have a man out here that is simply doing his job, and you have a woman out here parading herself and wearing this type of nonsense in public, nobody says anything. But like I said, this is what men have been talking about for a very long time. Women going out here dressing provocatively in order to get attention. Again, this is somebody who does OF. They do content. You decided to try to post this. Well, not try. You decided to post this on your OF. One of your followers noticed the guy, decided to send him a link directly to the video. The guy in the video saw that and then called you directly out. And now this man is getting, stated that he's some type of a creep. How he's far from a creep. He's not even interested in women. So how is it possible that he can even get labeled as a creep? Like I said before, there are going to be the few women out here that's going to mess it up for the rest of y'all. All because y'all don't want to say nothing about it. Y'all just want to shut up. Y'all want to stay mum. Y'all want to sit up there and agree and be in a whole get-along gang. and then y'all gonna end up suffering. Like I said before, like, yo, y'all, a lot of y'all bring this stuff directly on yourselves because y'all always agree with the foolishness.
Hey besties, update. Fucking and her response could not have been worse. He got 5.6 million views. He is pissed about nothing. Shut the fuck up, take the free clout, and get you some money. You came into my job and harassed me, okay? You ain't gonna sit here and tell me how I am and I'm not gonna fucking feel about what you did. Okay? Let's clarify that right now. Regardless of all that, I am still trying to speak out against what you did because you are normalizing it and it is not okay. And you not feeling any remorse about it even after I talked about that is crazy.
So the responses get worse because she wanted us to double, triple, quadruple down directly in here and decided to bring race into the spectrum. She said, I never been the type to explain ish, but ain't no piece of ish man finna try me. After this, y'all can have this app, right? This is S harassment. Crazy. I never touched or tried this man in any sexual form, but to try and destroy my character because you looked with your own two eyes at my butt. Oh, okay. Never in my life would my OF supporters want to see your trailer park trash looking self. Fun fact, OF requires you to tag and take a picture and of a person's ID in order to post any other photos or videos other than yourself on the platform. I've been doing OF for 6 years. Never in my life would I ever post a guy who looks like you. She later stated, if you had a problem with the video, you should have came to me directly like a grown girl that you are for me to take it down, but instead you want sympathy because you're at work.
Everybody, you going to hell. Stop playing. You going to hell.
Essay, question mark, for a guy looking at my butt is wild. Still never touched a guy. But assault? I'm a content creator and I never try to make people feel any kind of way about anything. I could give an honest F about an Instagram social media post. I don't do well with internet BS. That's why I don't address ish on here. I just private my page and go missing because this ish for folks who got time. I'm a full-time mom and married, living my best life in Miami. Let's not forget though, the post was made on IG. Just wondering how it goes from IG to OF with no ID.
Tell me he didn't just say that.
Third one. Wait, I assaulted you at work but didn't get arrested at Target? Is that what I heard you say? I assaulted you at work, but I walked out with my purchase items and went and caught a flight back to Miami. This is what you're saying, right? So, if I assaulted you, why did it take you a whole year to speak up about a video of me in a mini dress asking for help with a speaker?
Hate you, bitch. I wish I never met you. God, why did you bring this bitch to me? Hello?
So I just want the women out here to understand this is why guys have a problem. This is why if you're a woman out there and you're having a hard time and you're just trying to figure out why it is that guys are trying to duck, dodge, and avoid you, yeah, chances are it's because of other women. Because you got tons of other women out here that are doing whatever type of content and they decide that they want to use guys as the reason why certain things are happening. They want to use guys as content in order to get a reaction, in order to get a little bit of celebrity, because a lot of women out here don't have personalities. They don't have anything that's really entertaining other than their bodies. Because if you take, for a lot of the women that are on OF, right, if you take away the fact that they're able to, look a certain type of way or they may have a body, guess what they really have to offer? Nothing. 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 So here we have it. This guy who is simply doing his job, who is not heterosexual at all, was harassed. He had to see things that he was not trying to see at all. at all. Zero. Was not even interested. None of it. And he said that. None of it. And then you have this woman here who is an OF content creator trying to flip it and become the victim after she already perpetrated this crime. She's out there in public showing herself off in these facilities for content. And then she's like, oh yeah, because remember how she lied? She was like, oh, this video, it was on IG, so I'm not sure how it went from IG to being on OF because you need to have ID and da-da-da. But didn't you just sit up there? But didn't the guy just sit up there and explain to us that you, on your OF, you have another one where it says you can buy the unedited or the unfiltered or whatever version, the uncensored version? So yeah, you do got another one that's up there. Because it's probably a longer version of this. Because you probably just got this for some type of a reaction. And then after that, y'all going through some type of aisles and you're sitting up here doing some type of flashes towards the camera out there in public. Like I said before, like, yo, charges needs to start getting pressed on stuff like this. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. At no point in time should no person ever be accosted. Their eyes should never be accosted by seeing some things that they were not trying to see. That's ridiculous. Like I said, just imagine if a man did this to a woman. Do you understand the type of outrage? Do you understand how a lot of women would now start pulling up stories like, oh, I remember when I was tough. Oh, I remember when I was 19. I remember. And right, you're going to start hearing all of these random stories. And then those women are going to generalize every man to be the men from those stories. Just like how now people online are looking at this guy as some type of creep because this woman decided to put out a video and try to portray this dude as a creep, and he's not. He's not. Like I said, this is how easy it is to try to brand a guy in a negative light. This dude is as gay as all get out. And he got branded as a creep because she couldn't tell the difference on if the dude was straight or not. She just assumed. She was like, oh, it's a guy. He obviously wants to sit up there and see this. He should obviously not have a problem. Nah, he does. And then you wanted to get mad because he came at you sideways just like you decided to show your body sideways. Wasn't nobody looking for that. And then you got the nerve to try to tell people like, oh, I'm a mother and a wife. Well, I'm not sure what type of wife you are. I mean, maybe if you and your husband got a business deal, but yeah, I'm not sure what type of wife, you specifically are. For damn sure, I'm not sure what type of mother you are. Because I would love to have your kids sit there and watch your content. I would love to sit up there and see that, oh, guess what? It's not going to happen. We all know that's not going to happen. We all know. We all know that's not going to happen. And we all know that you would be ashamed if your child or children saw the things that you were doing on OF or in public. We all know because your child is not there with you. That's you and a cameraman. Where's your child at? Right? This is your job. This is what you do. You living proudly in Miami and you're married and you're a mom. That's great. Like I said before, yo, for the women out there, these are the women that's going to make it real difficult. This is why American women get side-eyed and talked about the way that they do, because you got women like this that represent American women. You can be as independent as, and when I'm saying independent, I'm talking about being an individual. Independent individual. You can be all of that as you want to be. The moment in time that you got women like this, men from other countries are not going to try to compartmentalize and group you guys into different areas. They'll be like, oh, this is how American women basically roll in public. So when they sit up there and see y'all, this is what they expect. This is what they expect, because they're not being shown nothing else. They're not being shown that women are intelligent, knowledgeable, that, they know how to sit up there and build and work and do. They're not seeing none of that. All they're sitting up there looking at is Western American women sexualizing themselves online for dollars. That's it. But then you got the same women doing stuff like this, telling men, oh, no matter what I do, you still need to sit up there and respect me. I'm still this and I'm still that. Nah, you get treated how you present yourself. You get treated as a woman. You get treated, I don't care if you don't like it or not. You get treated how you represent and present yourself in public. And that's it.